Hey, this is Glover Teixeira, UFC light heavyweight champion.
Hi, I'm Robbie Lawler.
What's up, fight family? This is your favorite MMA coach, Thiago Alves, the Pitbull.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Pedro Munoz.
This is Mike Brown.
Guys, I am Alexei Olenek, and welcome.
And welcome.
And this is We Want Picks.
And you're watching We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks.
We Want Picks. To We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks. Hi, everybody from American Top Picks.
My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jakey and I are going to walk through our bets for UFC Vegas 45, Lewis versus Daukaus. This is the last fight card of 2021.
How sad.
A full month before the next fight card. So I'm still doing my normal conservative approach to try to win a little bit of money here and there. Jacob is just throwing all of it at the wall. So we'll take a look at those bets. Before we dig in, go to wewantpicks.com/bets. We have 5 different betting partners, 5. And they all offer different promos. They all give you free money. So go in there, make a deposit, let me know, and then I will give you free money. I will send each and every one of you $50 for signing up and making a deposit with any of those betting partners. And if you want to do all 5, I'll send you the $250. That's wewantpicks.com/bets. Let's jump in. I will go first. So I actually did spend a little more money than I normally would, but it is the last fight card of the year. You know, last week I hit a little bit of a bump. The week before that, another little bump, but the 6 months before that, I was up big time.
Not me. No way.
So still playing with a little bit of house money here. So let's walk through. I've got Tyron Woodley money line. And we're going to do a separate video on the prop bets and all that for the Tyron Woodley-Jake Paul fight. But listen, Tyron Woodley had Jake Paul dead to rights in that last fight and then let off the pedal. Jacob, we talked about it a few times. Basically, everybody wants a trilogy, right? I can't imagine Tyron Woodley's going to go out there and do nothing again. His biggest issue in the last fight was volume. Because when he threw, he connected. When he put a little effort into it, he basically dropped Jake Paul. So a little bit of volume, a little bit more, come forward style, and he dominates that fight. And Jake Paul, there could be big money in a trilogy. So anyway, I threw 1 unit plus 225. Now for the UFC, I've got Mateus Gamrot minus 200. I have 3 full units on that. That is way more than I normally do. I never go past a unit or 2, but I did 3 full units on that. And Gamrot, nasty wrestler, should absolutely 100% dominate that fight. And we just watched Diego Ferreira basically look like he was going to die on the scale. So that only works for us. I got Darren Elkins at plus 160. He's fighting Cub Swanson. Darren Elkins, nasty, legit grinder, makes fights dirty. Cub Swanson, a tried and true legend. He just sort of relies on his hands, and, he's getting older. His chin isn't what it used to be. He's got good takedown defense, but I think Darren Elkins is going to grind him out. Plus 160, full unit there. Then I've got Melissa Gatto, second fight in the UFC. Nasty grappler. She's fighting Sijara Eubanks, who's also a nasty grappler. But we just watched Sijara Eubanks miss weight, right? She missed weight?
Oh, she missed weight, all right.
Yeah. So she just missed weight. She's not looking good. She's had cardio issues in the past. I like Melissa Gatto at a half of a unit there. I might increase that. I did that the other day. So I might
I'd
jack
put
that
2
up.
zeros behind that. I'd move the decimal and put 500 units is what I would do.
We'll see what happens. Then I've got Chris Daukaus moneyline minus 141 unit. The reality is Chris Daukaus is 10 times the fighter that Derek Lewis is everywhere. He's just literally better everywhere. But Derek Lewis will always have that one-punch knockout power. So I'm betting against the one-punch power. I think Chris Daukaus, while he does get hit pretty often, I think he can avoid the big shots, land some of his own, and do well. Then I got Belal Muhammad at plus 200. This is a controversial one, and I think I'm the only person picking Belal Muhammad here. But if you look at Belal's early UFC career, he's a grappler. Look at his fights. It's like 3 takedowns, 5 takedowns, 2 takedowns, 3 takedowns. He was taking people down and beating them up there. We just watched Stephen Thompson get smoked by Gilbert Burns, who's a 155-pounder and not a great wrestler. And he took Wonderboy down, dominated that fight, took home that decision. So as soon as I saw this, before I even dug into it, I'm like, Belal Muhammad's a very good wrestler. He just watched Gilbert Burns take down and control Stephen Thompson. There's the game plan. That's how you do it. I think Bilal will do it. So I put plus 200, or I put one unit on plus 200. I love Wonder Boy. So that went against my heart. And even if I lose this bet, I'll be happy because I do love Wonder Boy. And then I only have 2 prop bets. They're both round lines. I did the under on Barcelos and Henry because, I do think Hani Barcelos is just ridiculously nasty. But Victor Henry making his UFC debut has very good striking. If we've got a Chris Curtis situation here where he's going to show up with the upset of the century, it doesn't matter. I'll be on the right side of that both ways. So I have a half a unit on that because that is expected to go the distance. And then my final bet is 1 full unit on Jourdain Newell under 2.5 rounds. I like Newell to win that fight, I like Charles Air Jourdain to win that fight. But Andre Newell is tough, and it's possible. He's massive. It is possible he makes something happen in this fight. So that's what I've got going on here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 full units going.
Wow.
Jakey boy, let us walk through your bets.
I've got 9 units
for a second here, but go ahead and walk through your bets.
Yeah, I think I've got 9 units here too as well. So first of all, last weekend, I was up 50, I think 52, 56 units. So a lot of this is house money. So if you guys are following my bets, and a lot of people, I've seen people in the comments being like, oh, Melissa Gatto, I also put 5 units. Just know that these 5 units are house money bets. So I'm getting a little aggressive. This is the last card of the week. We're going to have some fun this week. Also, Saturday night is, we mentioned, is the Woodley Jake Paul. I got some action on that with some undercard fight, or some another fight on that card as well. And there's going to be Colts Patriots Saturday night. I'm a big Colts fan, so it's going to be a wild Saturday night. There's going to be a lot of live betting for me, probably on MMA and on the NFL. So follow We Want Picks Twitter or my personal Twitter to follow those live bets, because I've been doing pretty well with those in the UFC as well. So let's start with the Tyron Woodley. I got him at plus 215. I think that line has moved to like plus 200 now, maybe like a plus 190. It's definitely moving a little bit. Same thing Angelo said. I think even Jake Paul would want a trilogy for the payday for this fight. So I think everyone is in on the trilogy. I think Woodley comes out and wins the fight. Frank Gore. So he is 2 fights before the Jake Paul Woodley fight. Frank Gore, former running back. He played for the Colts, fighting Darren Williams, former NBA player. Darren Williams actually a part owner of Fortis MMA. I watched him hit mitts in their open workouts. I'm like, okay, this guy definitely knows what he's doing. And then I watched Frank Gore hit mitts, and I'm like, okay, this guy definitely knows what he's doing, and he's hitting twice as hard. So plus 135 on Frank Gore is actually minus 110 now. So I got that immediately after the open workouts. Put 2 full units on Frank Gore plus 135. That's a minus 110 right now. So you're not going to get the odds I got, but I like Frank Gore in that matchup. Jordan Levitt, minus 115. I think he's at minus 125 now. So I got those a little bit early. I like him in the matchup. The guy he's fighting is off of a 2-year layoff where he ballooned up to 250 pounds. So Jordan Levitt, I think, is going to come in, do the same thing Bryce Mitchell did, get the takedown, get the submission. I think it's easy works. 2 units on him. The next one I felt great about, and now somehow I even feel better about, with Melissa Gatto. I put 5 units on her. Again, this is house money at plus 146. Those lines have actually moved all the way down to plus 145. So we got her early at plus 146. And Sajara Eubanks missed weight and looked awful missing weight. So looked awful missing weight as well. So we'll see how that affects her. It was a pound and a half off, so we'll see if she tries to make the weight. I don't think she will. She'll probably give up her purse, but I love Gatto. You'll see this the next couple prop bets. Gatto inside the distance, decisional action, 4 units. So that kind of covers me in case Sajara is able to out wrestle her and control position. It goes to a boring decision. I just get my money back on that. But then Gatto, again, plus 1,000 wins by submission. That's what she does. She's on the ground, aggressive grappler. Plus 1,000 seems crazy to me. Sajara's never been finished, but, there's always a first time for everything. I think it's probably going to be this fight. I love Gatto all the way, so I'm all in on Gatto. And then I kind of went the round. So last week, my big payday was an over-under round parlay. It was a 7-fight round parlay where I hit all of them for like 40 units, something like that. So this, I kind of broke it out individually. Instead of putting them all on a parlay, I kind of took a step back and I just picked the ones I liked, and I'm playing them individually with a unit each. So I like the Gamrot Fajeda under 2.5. That's a plus 130. I think Gamrot gets him to the ground early. We just saw Fajeda barely make weight and looked awful. If Gamrot's be able to pressure him early, I think he can finish that early. So at plus 130, got a full unit. Lemos Hill, kind of the same thing, under 2.5 rounds. I think Lemos comes out. just aggressive. She's got that KO power. I don't think there's going to be really any real threat from Angela Hill on the other side. So Lemos is able to just come forward and just do whatever she wants. I think she finishes early. It's a full unit. Maze Parisian, this is going to be a sloppy mess. I think somebody hit somebody with a sloppy mess. This could honestly, this is probably my least confident.
Yeah, that should absolutely go the distance.
Right. It could very easily go to distance. I just saw the plus 100. I'm like, let's throw a unit at it and see what happens, because they're both just so sloppy. Anything can happen at any moment. So I put the 2.5, under 2.5 on that. This next one kind of seemed crazy to me because Mearshart, we've seen him have chin issues in the past, right? And we see him even in his last fight that he won, he was getting stung just by simple shots. And Dustin's got some decent power. So plus 1,000 on somebody that's really, really chinny and can't really get takedowns that he needs for a unit at plus 1,000. I'll take a flyer on that as well. So I like that.
I wonder what was the under on rounds for that fight? Because that is it's either submission or knockout in that fight. But it actually might be a 1.5 round line.
It's a 1.5. Under 1.5 is plus 140.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, so then we got the next one is Rafael Asuncao plus 3.5. And this is basically because Asuncao is unreal, right? He's a very good fighter. And this is going to be a really tough test for Ricky Simone. We mentioned, I think Ricky Simone even ballooned up like he was at minus like 325. It's minus 275 now. So it's starting to get a little bit closer. Me and Angelo, I think, both agreed that those odds are still crazy. Ricky should be able to get the takedowns and win the fight. But if he can't get the takedowns, there's a very good chance not only will he lose the round or a round, but he will also lose the fight. And there's a decent chance he does not get the takedowns he needs. So at plus 3.5, I put a unit at that at plus 105. I don't know if you want to explain the 3.5 before I move on.
Yeah, so a plus 3.5 bet, basically, Jake, you buy 3.5 points on the judge's scorecard. So if Rafael Asuncao wins one single round by himself, well, you bought yourself a second round. So that's 2-1, and he wins. You wins a bet. So Rafael Asuncao can basically lose the fight, but as long as he takes one round, Jacob bought himself another round, Jacob will get paid out at plus 105. The actual odds on Rafael Asuncao are like plus 200 to win. So you don't get the same odds, but you don't need him to win. You just need him to win a single round. So, I love those bets. I'm not sure about this spot because while I do think these odds are crazy on that fight, Simone could just take him down for 3 full rounds and hold him there. But, Rafael Asuncao is a legit vet, tried and true. And that 3.5 bet, you're only going to get that at wewantpicks.com/bets. We have 5 partners. Bet Online is the one partner that has those bets. So sign up, make a deposit, let me know. I'll send you $50. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, so this is kind of usually we play that on the grappler side, right? If there's a grappler against a striker, you like the grappler to be able to control one round. I played the same way with Chris Curtis. I played the 3.5 with him because I thought that he'd be able to get the knocked out before the takedowns came. And we've seen Ricky Simone get knocked out before. So I played the plus 3.5. This next one I think is like, I don't even know how this is even possible. I got this. I almost put even more than 2 units on it. Below Muhammad, win inside the distance, decision, no action. Because I like Stephen Thompson, and I like him to win the fight. But if he wins the fight, he's not going to knock out Bilal Muhammad, right? He's just going to point him. There's always a chance with those wild kicks. But Bilal's a very good fighter and can grapple, as Angelo pointed out. I don't think he's going to be able to grapple. I think if it goes to a decision, that Bilal will probably lose, which means I get my money back. Even if he wins, I get my money back. But, wins inside if anyone is going to finish anyone, it's probably going to be Bilal on Stephen Thompson. So this seems like safe money to me. We'll see what happens. 2 units. I either get it back or I'm going to win with the plus 190. I love that bet on the win inside the distance for Bilal. And then I have a parlay that I placed the other day that I'm not loving now because Macy, for whatever reason, needed this fight. It was supposed to be a 135 fight versus Raquel. Apparently, she asked for it to be moved to 145. And then she just missed weight by 2 pounds. She was 148, 146 the limit. So we'll see what happens there. Jordan Levitt. I actually like the next 3. Jordan Levitt to win. I like, obviously, Gamrot to win. Tafa, I actually like to win, but he actually missed weight. Somehow the heavyweight limit, he came in over a pound heavy, which isn't a huge deal, but it's like, what are you doing if you're missing the heavyweight limit? So I'm not feeling too great about this.
He's not exactly tall.
Right. Yeah, he's not a big guy. So I was feeling good about this. Why I put 4 units on there. Again, this is all like house money I'm playing with. It's the last card of the year. I'm trying to have some fun with it. But I was feeling really good about this parlay. I still think that Macy wins despite the weight. Maybe the weight helps her. I still think Tafa wins. Obviously, I think Levitt wins and Gamrot dominates. So we'll see how this plays out. I don't love it as much as I did. But it's 3 favorites and then Macy for the plus 833. So 4
Yeah.
units. That's me.
Listen, I think some of your bets are a little wild, a little fast and loose with the bets, but you made such
Call
stupid
one
money
out.
last week. I
Let's
guess
hear
you
it. Call one out. Which
I
one?
guess you've earned that. Well, I think the parlay is stupid as hell. I don't
Okay,
know if
that's
the
fine.
hot
I said
playoff
I
Sun
disagree.
Sal-
Go ahead.
I don't know
What's
if
next
the
one?
Sunset one's going to hit. The below Muhammad, that's a safety net bet, which is totally fine because he's not going to get stopped, which is the only way you lose it.
Okay.
I think Jordan Levitt gets smoked. 5
Smoked
units
by the
on-
guy that was off for 2 years and ballooned to 250
Yep.
pounds. Got it.
5
Okay.
units on Melissa Gatto is a bit
Right.
much.
So you bet Melissa Gatto. So you
Then
also
you got a
think she's
couple
going to win.
football players boxing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You also bet Melissa Gatto, correct?
Half a unit, like a
Okay,
normal
so you
human
think
being.
she's going to win. Got it.
And
That's all I
then you
need.
did wins
all I need.
inside the distance, decision, no action, and wins by submission.
Right? So
Mays
she wins by
Parisi under
submission
2.5 is a
inside of
mess.
2.5
Dustin
rounds.
Stolfitz wins by KO, TKO. I mean, yeah, listen, we'll see what happens. Good luck to you.
When Gatto wins by submission, it's going to be, I mean, we're all going to Vegas. Write in the comments, listen, in the comments, if you want a seat on a plane to Vegas, write in the comments, I want to go to Vegas. When Gatto hits a submission, we're all going to Vegas. Whoever writes in the comments they want to go.
Yeah, I just she's not going to submit Sajara Eubanks. That's just too much. But anyway, at least the 4 units over here. So you have 10 units on Melissa Gatto. It's
Right.
it's a bit
And
transparent.
she know and let's let it be known. She knows that she's the lock of the week. She liked my tweet. She's very aware. The last person that did that was who?
Pat Sabatini.
Pat Sabatini, and he came through big, baby. When they know they're lock of the weeks, they come through.
Anyway, wewantpicks.com/bets. This is the last fight week of the year. Sign up with any one of the 5 partners, make a deposit, then let me know, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it. It's literally free money, and you get a deposit match, and you get to follow along. We'll see you guys on Saturday. I don't know if we'll live stream the actual fights.
Follow the We Want Picks Twitter account because there's going to be a lot of live betting. I'll tell you that. There's going to be a lot of live
Jacob's going to run the Twitter account Saturday, and he's going to do a bunch of live betting. So follow at We Want Picks on Twitter, and Saturday before the fights, we'll do a pre-fight live stream. Before you go, do not forget about our Discord. We have a full Discord server, and it is 100% free, just like all of our other content. We never charge you for anything. The Discord link is in the description of this video. Go there, share your thoughts, learn from other people, and participate in the conversation. You guys love to argue in the comment section. Take that to the Discord server. It is 100% free, and the link is in the description underneath this video. Also, this is the last fight card of the year, so don't miss out on your opportunity to get $50 free from us. $50 for free. All you need to do is go to wewantpicks.com/bets, choose one of our 5 or all of our 5 betting partners, sign up, make a deposit, let me know, and I'll send you $50. Literally, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want your free money. Sign up, make a deposit. Each book offers their own pros and cons. Each book has good things, has things that they can improve on, but there's 5 of them, so pick your spot, make a deposit, let me know. We'll send you $50. It's that simple. We'll see you guys this weekend. Enjoy the fights. Don't forget to go to the Discord. Don't forget to sign up with one of our betting partners.